There is nothing like the adrenaline rush of playing solo in a VR extraction shooter. Your heart's pounding, your mind is racing, and when you drop that fully kitted 3-stack, that feels like pure victory.
Suppressed? He's got a Ragnar? Everything! Love the helmet, but we're leaving it. I'm so fat. I can't even run with this.
Hey guys, Zarich here, and welcome to Ghosts of Tabor. If you're new here, I do guides and gameplay on VR shooters, and today I'm going to share with you 9 essential tips I've learned in my first 500 hours of playing this game. Most of that solo. This will help you survive more raids and dominate at Ghosts of Tabor. Grab your favorite drink, sit back, and listen up. First and foremost, map knowledge is your best friend. I've covered this extensively in another video, check that out if you haven't already, but here's a short version. The better you know a map, the more you can predict enemy movements, find the best cover, the best shooting positions, the best flanking routes, and just find the best way to clap that Giga Chad that you are hunting. The second point is patience. I'm not a fan of camping, but patience isn't about hiding in a tree or ratting in a corner. It's about waiting for the right moment to strike. As a solo, rushing into fights can mean instant deaths. Instead, you choose your moment to attack, the moment where you have the advantage. If the enemy is on a high alert, don't push. Wait until they are in the open or vulnerable. Remember, inside a building, the person holding an angle always has the advantage. So instead, you want to find a way you don't have to push up those stairs or come around that corner. I've covered this extensively in the map knowledge guide. Check that one out later. Point number 3, aggression. Knowing when to be aggressive is just as important as knowing when to wait. If you've hurt an enemy and maybe you hear them bleeding or retreating, that is your signal to go in for the kill. On the flip side, if you are backed into a corner, surprising your enemy with aggression can really turn the tide. Use distractions like other players, phoenixes, utility items like flashbangs, grenades or smokes, and even their own action like opening their bag to strike and secure that kill. If you enjoyed the video so far, leave a like and sub if you want. It helps the channel a ton and you won't miss out on any future content. Members get early access to my videos, so if that is something you want, check out that join button. You want to catch me live? I stream on Twitch, link in the description. Point number 4, audio awareness. This is where solos have a major advantage: clarity. Duos and trio players often miss audio cues because they are either talking to each other on Discord or in-game chat, or they have each other's footsteps and other noises in their headset. But as a solo, you hear everything that is happening in the game. That almost inaudible gunshot from a suppressed Giga Chad that you would otherwise have missed, that is now preventing you from pushing across that open ground or moving into a bad position. That single footstep of someone moving when you're in the building, that bag opening and closing, all of these audio cues give you information about the location of other players, and this gives you an advantage over the enemy. Tip number 5, plan your engagements. Now this is obviously only possible when you know where the enemy is beforehand. So you either have to see them first or hear them first. And the most common way you learn about enemies is by gunfire. Where there is gunfire, there is a player involved 100% of the time. It's either players at each other, which allows you to third party, or a Phoenix and a player, which gives you information where they might be. By combining the first point in this video, map knowledge, with the direction and the distance of the gunfire you're hearing, you should have a general idea where this player could be, and also where this player might be going next. Where will they be vulnerable? Where would you have a good position to shoot from? Planning all this will ensure that you have the advantage before the fight even begins. This will give you a much higher success rate at PvP combat, and ultimately, you will be surviving more raids. Tip number 6, gear. Your gear does not guarantee your survival, but it can really tip the scales in your favor. Strong armor and consumables will keep you alive longer, while good weapons give you the edge in securing those crucial kills, and ultimately getting out with their loot. Gear up to win. The better equipped you are, the more raids you will survive and the more kills and loot you will rack up in the process. But Zyrage, what about gear fear? How do I overcome my gear fear? The answer is simple. Use the gear you are afraid of losing. The only way to conquer your gear fear is to face it head on. Remember, gear is just a tool to help you play your way. At the end of the day, it's all pixels, and as your skills improve, you will find it easier to maintain a steady flow of money and gear. Especially the early wipe can feel brutal, but focus on leveling your traders and securing a reliable income. This way you will set yourself up for success throughout the rest of the wipe. Tip number 7, learn from your deaths. Every death is a lesson. Every time I die, I think about what happened, what did I do wrong, and sometimes you just get outplayed or the enemy gets a lucky headshot, but most of the time you could have done something different that could have completely changed the outcome of that fight. Record your gameplay if you can, even the last minute or so before dying, and analyze the gameplay. What went wrong? Were you too aggressive or not aggressive enough? Did you miss an audio cue or did you make unnecessary noise that gave away your position? Reflecting on these moments will make you a better player and hopefully prevent you from making those mistakes in the future. Tip number 8, finding the advantage. As a solo player, your advantages are clarity and stealth. Everyone is an enemy. If you spot a duo or a trio first, use the map knowledge and the right combo of patience and aggression, then take out one or two quickly to even the fight. If they see you first, make sure you don't become an easy kill and keep repositioning to avoid being flanked. If you think you flanked enough, flank some more, then flank some more, and now you're good. This will improve your chances of catching the enemy, looking in the wrong direction, and racking up that easy kill. It's also better to just disengage and survive than to take a fight you're not equipped for or not in the right position for. Number 9, some additional smaller tips that I've condensed into one section. If you're sitting on a hill, scouting out an area from somewhere, make sure that you're not skylining. Try to conceal your silhouette. Break up your silhouette by sitting behind something or even have something behind you so that you're not spotted easily. Also, sit still. The human eye is really good at spotting movement, so use that info to your advantage. Then always expect one more player, no matter how many you killed. Yes, squads are up to a maximum of 3, but what about that 4th guy that just heard all of those gunshots and is coming to third party, your party? Do not let him crash your party. Then, leaving phoenixes alive as your warning system. If you can, they will aggro onto other players and sometimes at distances or them in concealment where you would not have spotted them yourself. If you're lucky, they'll even shoot the phoenix, giving away their position. And a very important one, small victories. Take small wins and you will live to fight another day. Take a bit of loot home to your bunker. That one extra weapon and the couple extra attachments are worth extracting for, especially early wipe. Solo play is not easy, but with the right mindset and the right strategies, it can be incredibly rewarding. If you found these tips helpful, drop a like and share your own solo experiences in the comments. Subscribe for more guides and gameplay, and if you haven't yet, definitely check out this map knowledge guide. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, happy hunting.
It's hitting the back of the truck here. It's the difference between where the sight actually shows and where the barrel of the gun actually is. It's basically that difference. See, this one is pointing over and through the glass, and the barrel is right at there. So at very short distances, you really have to be wary of your that you clear an object with your barrel. How are we doing raid time? 6 minutes. I got a couple kills today. We salute to Josh. Oh, see, that's what I mean, guys. Some of you might be very much opposed to it, and I'm talking in gun stock, but to me, dude, the enhanced immersion that it gives and precision, goddamn.